I'd like Tabu to say a few words.
I'm still trying to absorb the excitement of लेट जाइए और लेट के फोटो लीजिए तो वो लोग खुश हो जाएंगे.
I mean, we've made the movie, we've shown you the trailer. तो अगर आपके पास कोई सवाल हो तो पूछ लीजिए.
Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Going wish us back.
Happy New Year. Aditya, Katrina, Tabu ma'am.
Thank you. Same to you.
Hi, मेरा नाम आरजे आलोक है. मैं ओए फिल्म से आज तक से हूँ. अभिषेक आपके राइट. ये दूध मांगोगे तो खीर देंगे. ये क्या वजह है इस पूरे ट्रेलर में, अगर आप बताना चाहें अभिषेक?
ये तो आप एक्चुअली फिल्म देखेंगे तो आपको पता चलेगा. इसके बारे में अभी मैं क्या बताऊं आपको.
फिर भी कुछ तो वजह होगी. 2 बार ट्रेलर में.
2 बार नहीं, ट्रेलर आपने 2 बार देखा है, आया एक ही बार है.
Hello, I am from the Bus Diary. My question is to all the actors of the film. This side, to your right, on the front seat. Yeah, me here.
There you are.
How tough is it to portray such full of passion characters, and what preparation you went through for this? All three of you.
When you have Katrina Kaif standing in front of you, you're full of passion, I think.
So for you it was natural?
Yeah, it comes naturally.
Okay. And Katrina, how was your experience?
I think it really helps if you believe in love that way, and that's the way that I see love. I think that love is life and love is passion, and inherently I believe that. So for me, I think with that belief, you have that conviction. And then of course, got to somebody who I've known for a very long time, and I was really excited when I got the script to work with him. And I think it took us a few days, but then after that, I think we just really connected, and everyone was on the same page and understood each other really well.
So are you a die-hard romantic? Is this going to come out from this film?
I hope it comes out from the film.
Yeah.
That's definitely the intention. Yeah, I think definitely, I think we all are die-hard romantics. I'm definitely one. And this story, for me, was always one of my favorite stories. Of course, I'm sure you've realized it's inspired from Great Expectations. And it's always been one of my favorite stories. I think it's been one of the most romantic stories that there are in literature.
All three of you looking very stunning in the trailer. It's amazing.
Thank you so much.
आदित्य, उर्दू अल्फाज काफी यूज किए गए हैं, तो जरा उसकी तैयारी किस तरीके से की आपने, जरा बता दें.
I took some diction classes, but not too much.
With me.
Yeah. Katrina and me did some. Actually, the language that I'm using in the film is not that tough. Here and there, a few words here and there, which I kind of struggle with. But I did a few classes, and my Hindi is not that bad.
And Katrina, आपने भी कुछ special training ली इस particular film के लिए?
Normally I work with, I mean, I try to work on my scenes with, with some people, with coaches and all that. Spend some time with our director, of course. I think the most important thing was for me to try and understand the mind of this girl. I'm sure you've read the book, many of you. She's always been a complicated character. Like, is she manipulative? Is she like that? Does she know what she's doing? What are her reasons? So we've spent many a night, me and Gattu and Adi, also discussing, like trying to give our, a life, trying to give our interpretation to this character.
Aditya, my question to you is slightly towards your right. Hi, congratulations to the whole team. The trailer is fantastic. My question to you is, before the trailer we saw, आपकी कुछ images आई थी, मतलब जहाँ आपने मतलब your well-built physique हमने आपकी देखी है. So, have you worked something special on your physique to make?
Sorry, did I do something special?
Yeah, something for your physique.
Yeah, I starved. That's what I did for a long time. No, I did. I worked hard on my physique. I got a trainer to help me for a while, and I think it was important for this role to do it. So yeah, it required some commitment for a while. I did eat very little food and worked out twice a day for a bit. And yeah, it doesn't come easy.
Katrina, मेरा आपसे सवाल है कि be it Fitoor or your upcoming movie with Siddharth Malhotra, you are romancing with juniors. So what do you want to say about this new phase of your career?
Juniors. Does that mean that he should be addressing me as Katrina G? I think you should start.
Huh? Anji?
See, he's not even listening. See, he's my junior, but he's not even listening. Actually, let me tell you a little secret. So I think me and Adi is my senior. We've been through this many, many times in the film. He's actually my senior. And I think about, is it 11 years ago? About 11 years ago, me and Adi have done an ad film together where I'm putting on some lipstick, like this, and then this boy peeps through the window and goes, like that. Basically, and that boy was Adi.
Basically, like, I was the extra and getting paid 1/10 of what she was for that. But we both started working at the same time.
But we both started at the same time. And if you really want some entertainment in your day, you should type onto YouTube an interview me and Adi have done together for...
For Channel V.
For Channel V.
When I was a VJ, yeah.
Yeah, for, I think it was for Partner, for the movie
Goddess Diaries.
Yeah, Goddess Diaries. It's really funny. Adi has hair...
No,
and I'm this big. And we're talking together like this. It's really funny. You should see it. So we've actually known each other. We realized it. I don't think I remembered. But we realized it when we started shooting this film that actually we worked together like 11 years ago. So it was actually kind of funny.
Yeah, so she's my junior. So you, right. I think you can call me G.
Okay, sure.
Hi, Tabu.
Hi,
Tabu.
Abhishek sir. Over here, straight. Over here. So, you know, today there was a report that Rekha ma'am opted out of the film because the character had similarities with a real life. So how true is the report?
You know, I think it's very unfortunate that some sections carry news like that. When we started out, Rekha ji was doing the film. She's a wonderful, gracious, generous, and a very loving lady. During the course of making the film, we just saw things a little differently. And right in the very beginning, we thought it was best that we didn't do this film together and we could work on something else in the future. But when reports like this come out, I think it's not fair to that lovely lady because she's quite reserved and she's a very private person, so she will not stand up and say something to safeguard her own interest. But I think we should be more cautious, and I think it's downright cruel to say something like that about her. For whatever reasons, we parted ways on that film. And having said that, you know, I had Tabu, who very graciously came on board. And this is a kind of part that would have taken someone months of preparation. You know, someone would have to, you know, get into the skin of this character because it is so layered. And I really want to thank Tabu for this because she came on in a matter of 3 days to rescue us from the situation that we were in, you know. And yeah, I mean, that's what I can say. More than that, I don't know what to say on this.
Hi, Katrina. This side. Katrina, hi. Faridun from Bollywood Rangama. This side. Hi.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you as well. Excellent promo. I think it's really fantastic. You're looking outstanding. Aditya is looking outstanding as well. Tabu ma'am as well. Now, my question is that it's based on great expectations, and your character is based on Estelle. It's a beautiful character over there as well. You share a very interesting relationship with your mother, Miss Havisham, which is, I think, played by Tabuji. Now she is supposed to have her idiosyncrasies and certain nature. Now, how was that sort of bonding that you've shared with Tabuji, and what sort of process was there?
So I think the hardest bit of acting that I had to do in the film was pretending that Tabu is my mother, because she does not look like my mother from any angle. She's like a friend. So I said, come on, I can't call you. But I've actually also, I mean, I really enjoyed the days that we shot together in the film. Just we spent a lot of time talking. And I don't know how much you've interacted with Tabuji, but she's really one of the warmest people and completely so down to earth and genuine. So actually, those conversations are some of my warmest memories from the film. And she's a phenomenal actress. So you just have to remember, like when you're in front of every great actor, you have to remember to not get lost in their performance, but to contribute to their performance. So first you'd be like, oh, let's see what she's going to do. And then you'd be like, okay, no, act. Yeah, my turn. So yeah, I think we've just been really fortunate that that she was, gracious enough to step in into the role.
Sure, Tabuji, you're playing Miss Havisham, which is I think a very interesting character as far as literature is concerned. You've played such roles in the past in terms of Macbeth, and you've done Heather as far as. Now, how is your process like when you're given such roles which have a lot of layers to it? They are excellent characters in their own way with their complexes and all these things. How is your approach like for something like Miss Havisham and other characters that you've done?
In this film, I had 2 days.
to get into this film and this character. So I really don't know what the process was or if there was any process. I just went into it with just some really confused head about, and because we were shooting the last scenes first, so I was just trusting my director, Gattu, and since I've known him since we were 16, I knew I could just trust him. And I don't know, I guess there is some internal process which I cannot describe, but I think it happens as we go in the film. And like Gattu always says, film mein to bante bante banti hai. So,
well, like such intense in terms of there are a lot of layers to it. They're not easy persons to play somehow. Be it namesake that you've had, they're not easy persons to portray on screen. I'm assuming that.
Fortunately, unfortunately, they come to me with all these characters. So I think I'm kind of used to portraying these people. I don't know, it must be something about me that attracts these complex and difficult people for me to play. So I think.
Abhishek ji. Abhishek, you have said that in your interviews in the past that Katrina's is the most complex role in this film. So can you tell us about the whole process about...
You know, firstly, I'd like to say that the story is based on great expectations, but we've given it a bit of a twist. You know, I did that with Kai Poche as well. It was an adaptation of a book, but there is I take on material like this where I feel that I could add some value to it. You know, it's been made several times in the West, and but somewhere I felt that in all humility, I'd like to say that, is that there's something I feel I could contribute into this story. Yeah, as far as their parts are concerned and Katrina's part is concerned, it is very complex to understand the state of mind. I mean, it is very complex to understand any girl's state of mind, but especially Firdaus, you know. And how do you say this? You know, you really don't know what's in her heart. In fact, even for Firdaus, she herself doesn't know her heart, you know. And there's a way that she's programmed to think, and there's a way she's been programmed to be. You know, like you are actually a product of your own experiences, and you are a product of what your family brings you up to be like. And if your parents and your upbringing is devoid of certain basic emotions, you will never know that you have them until you have some kind of an emotional breakthrough or something that breaks through that part of your personality and sets you free. You know, so I think her character is like that, and you know, you could do certain actions knowingly, but if you do not know that it is in you, I mean, I can talk about all of this, but to perform it and to play that part becomes really complex, you know. And I must give it to Katrina that on set, she was always open-minded, and she was always willing to push the envelope as far as the performance was concerned. And, you know, I think I personally am very happy with the work that she has done in the film. And I'd like to thank her for it.
Abhishek ji, once Tabu replaced Rekha ji, did the characterization change? I mean, did anything change there?
No, the characterization didn't change at all, actually. But, you know, if Rekha ji had played it, she would have played it her own way. And Tabu has played it in her style and, you know, got into the skin of the character and made her her own. And with Tabu, you know, she's like water. You know, you can put her in a container of any shape, and she'll just get around it and make it her own. And I know, like when she says that she can't describe it, I don't think I've worked with her, and I also can't describe it. But her every take that she puts out has such fluidity to it, and it's different, and you don't know which one to pick. So, you know, she throws 3 of those takes in, and then you say, I'll just keep all 3 right now, and then let's just get on, and then she gives you 3 more. And then on the edit table, you sit, isko iske saath jodte hain, usko iske saath jodte hain. And then you just kind of, you know, she's so generous. Yeah. So, inke baare mein kya kahe?
Katrina, just now he said, Lipika here, how are you?
Very good, how are you?
Fine, thank you. Just now you said it's very difficult to read a woman's mind. Do you agree?
I disagree, I'm sorry. I've actually...
Your reasons to disagree?
I think that women know their mind more than men.
Yes.
And I can only speak for myself, but I know that I know my mind. I'm very certain of my mind. Perhaps sometimes too certain, which probably is my weakness, but I think men know their minds less, which is actually probably... Sorry, I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, sometimes, which is actually what, stop laughing. It's true. I think women know their minds very well. But this character, which is based on Great Expectations, I think one of the reasons that I was so drawn to it is exactly the reasons that Gatu described right now, is that I think she has been raised to have the mind, almost like the mind of a man. And I think that that's quite interesting. The mind of some men, of course, no, you cannot generalize all men or all women. But she has she has a mind which is so unlike mine. I think for me that was just something interesting to explore.
Tabu, would you like to add something to it? Because there are only 2 women on the dais. Tabu. Yeah, Tabuji. Yeah.
She's forgotten about her.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, Tabuji, would you like to
please,
add?
Tabu, please agree with me what I said about the men and women.
I agree with every word that Katrina has said, yeah.
Thank you.
Add some of your inputs.
See, the perspective is going to change. A male is obviously going to have a different perception and perspective of a woman's mind. A woman is obviously going to have a different one. So,
Hi Aditya sir.
Abhishek ji. Middle Abhishek ji.
Sir, recently you have, you're working like a same genre film, like, earlier you have done Aski 2 and Daute Ishq, again romantic film. So you want to be identified as a romantic hero, and so you are not putting any other genres. So can you comment about this, sir?
This hasn't been by plan or anything. They've all been different from each other in the same genre. They've been different types of films. But I would love to do different stuff, but people have to come to me with those things. And I rarely get excited by too many scripts.
Do you identify yourself as a romantic hero in the industry?
I've done 3 romantic films back to back, so I think I can call myself that for now.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Abhishek ji. Middle, Abhishek ji.
जी.
ये जो फिल्म है, इसमें जो मेन प्रोटैगनिस्ट हैं, वो सारे उर्दू भाषी हैं. और आपने फिल्म में उन्हें ऐसा दिखाया है कि दोनों जो आपका जो पॉपुलर डायलॉग है सनी देओल वाला, दूध मांगोगे तो खीर देंगे, तो क्या ये टेररिज्म पर बेस्ड है या फिर जो इनका कैरेक्टर है रानी साहिबा का वो पाकिस्तान से ताल्लुक रखती हैं?
एक्चुअली ये डायलॉग को लेके मैं आपसे अभी कुछ ज्यादा नहीं कहना चाहूंगा, क्योंकि ये आप जब फिल्म देखेंगी तो आपके लिए।
पर रानी साहिबा का कैरेक्टर क्या पाकिस्तान से ताल्लुक रखता है?
जी थोड़ा बहुत रखता है, मगर ये खुद पाकिस्तान से नहीं, ये कश्मीर के हैं। मगर जी हाँ, एंड इट्स नॉट एन एंटी पाकिस्तान फिल्म इन एनी वे, in any way, absolutely. It's just one particular moment in the film that the character behaves in such a way. Yeah, that's that.
मेरा सवाल है अमृता, किस तरह से प्रमोशन होने वाले हैं फिल्म को? काफ़ी कम वक्त है, 1 महीने से जी यहाँ पर किस तरह से प्रमोशन होने वाले हैं फिल्म का? किस तरह से आपने स्ट्रेटेजी बनाई है फिल्म के?
इस तरीके से जैसे हमने आज शुरू किया है और टुडे आज 4th है और हमें 5 वीक्स हैं 12th के पहले, बट हम एकदम बैंग के साथ हमने स्टार्ट किया है, तो वील कंटिन्यू विद द बैंग. वी हैव सम अमेजिंग सॉन्ग्स. आई डोंट वांट टू से मोर बिकॉज़ गट्टू विल, Abhishek Kapoor will probably say not be very happy, but there's lots for us to do in the next 5 weeks.
कटरीना, आपसे सवाल है कि ये इश्क नहीं है आसान जो टैगलाइन है, आपकी जिंदगी में कितना इश्क आसान है और नहीं आसान है? कटरीना,
it was just like hit me for a moment. I think that never a truer line has been spoken. No, it's.
I agree with that.
It's just not.
It's not easy.
Not easy.
What can you do?
It's not easy. But even though it's not easy, I think it also can be the most beautiful thing. And I guess that's why so many movies are made on love, because it is so complex. It's so hard to understand. We don't understand it. So I think it's a very, very apt line that our director has chosen.
Katrina, my question is for you. There were reports recently that there's because of the shoot has extended, the Fitoor shoot has extended, because of which you had to cut down on your New Year plans, and instead of an island, you had to go to Goa. And you're upset with the team of Fitoor. So is this true?
I wish that I was in Goa. This is a better version of the story of what happened. I actually was in Bombay shooting. Where were we shooting? Filmistan. So we were in Filmistan shooting for something. It wasn't that it was a reshoot. It was just there was a portion which our director wanted to just add to elaborate on something. And so we obviously were up against the deadline. So me and Adi have spent a wonderful Christmas in Filmistan.
Yes.
It was lovely.
Also, Katrina, we absolutely love the poster where you and Adi are there in the poster. The back.
You've seen it, Katrina?
Yeah. So, recently we have seen a similar pose, where Adi is replaced with Ranbir. So, what do you have to say about that?
Where is this poster? Show me now.
In the papers and websites.
They cut out my face and put his
it in the
face.
newspaper and cut out his face?
And fans are really loving that.
I'm so sorry.
As in Photoshop, they took out my head and put his head like that.
Adi, I always wanted to be you.
It was a real life picture.
Adi, it's your poster. It'll always be you.
Yeah.
I'll never cut you out of the poster.
No, it was a real life picture. It was a balcony picture, real life picture, wherein, where you were embraced. You were embracing.
I was embraced.
No, you were embracing.
It's always wonderful to be embraced. It's so wonderful.
Fans are really loving that picture, and that picture's gone viral. So.
Our picture?
No.
Our poster.
The one with Ranbir.
This one's also gone viral.
The one with
But make this one go viral.
Amrita, yeah, Tamasha was also a romantic flick, and this one is also, Fitoor is also a romantic flick. Are you going to promote it the same way you promoted Tamasha?
Not really, because every film is different, and Tamasha was a different film, this is a different film. And we'll do fun things in this film promotion as well. But yeah, I don't think you can compare two movies. I know what your question is, but I don't want to answer it, so.
तब्बू जी आपसे सवाल पूछना है यहाँ पर तब्बू जी यहाँ पर लेफ्ट में how the youth will be get connected with your movie Fitoor?
We will really have to ask the youth this question.
Okay.
Certainly not me.
So
we have two.
I'm
the
youth?
lead pair. No, the general youth of the country. The lead pair is a young pair in love. So I think that says it all. The story is about their love and the torment that their love experiences, and of course the torment of each of our characters. So I'm sure they'll get connected to the film through the emotion of love, which I'm sure, like Katrina said, everybody feels. And everybody feels passion, especially when you're younger, you feel a lot more passionate. Yeah. So I guess everybody who has love and passion in their heart is going to connect to the lead pair and to the film.
We'll do college visits also.
Katrina on your left.
Hello, this is Manisha from Blockbuster. Hi, Tabu.
Yeah.
Hi. How are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Fine, thanks. Acha, I just wanted to ask you whether your role has shades of grey in the film. And since, as a tormentor, do you come in the way of the romantic couple in their, this thing, you know?
Well, you'll have to see the film to, for you to understand what her participation is in the story. But consciously or unconsciously, she has a role to play in their love story also.
अच्छा, आप तीनों से मेरा सवाल है कि आप तीनों के जीवन में कौन सा फितूर सर चढ़ के बोलता है? Start with Katrina. Katrina? Fitoor? Okay, Tabu, start with Tabu.
अगर होता तो अब तक कुछ हो चुका होता ना?
Aditya?
This film, nothing else.
ऐसा थोड़ी ये फिल्म तो अभी आई है.
हाँ तो. But I've been working on it for 1.5 years now.
नहीं, उसके पहले?
उसके पहले दावत इश्क थी. उसके पहले आशिकी.
माने फिल्मी फितूर था.
Correct. Only.
Okay. Katrina?
Abhishek?
Katrina, answer.
Oh, I don't have an answer right now.
What kind of fitur keeps on your mind always, like, you know? It must have been there.
इनको काम का जुनून है वैसे. अगर आप इनको सेट पे देखेंगी तो आपको समझ में आएगा कि सबसे ज्यादा फितूर इन्हीं को है कि जिस तरीके से काम करती हैं और जितने डेडिकेशन से ये काम करती हैं, सुनती हैं और करती हैं, इन्हें काम का फितूर बिल्कुल है.
I agree. I must say, Katrina is the most hardworking actress I've ever met, I have ever seen and worked with. We had only 3 days of shooting, but the involvement with which she works was amazing.
We'll take
Just
the last.
amazing.
Katrina, a question for you here. The film obviously talks about, the difficulty in two people uniting. As a star, as a top star, what do you think is the most difficult thing when you're in love?
It depends who you're in love with. Because in love, the opposition either comes from an outside force or it comes from the person you're in love with. So I think every relationship and every love story has its own conflict and has a different conflict. Sometimes it can be the conflict of as I said, a third party. It can be the conflict of uncertainty. It can be the conflict of afraid of commitment. It can be so many conflicts. So I think it really does just depend who you're in love with.
Encounters that you could relate to in your character?
Sorry?
Any encounters that you could relate to in your character vis-a-vis your own life? Because that's what an actor derives from, right?
I think yes, but I think also there's probably, it's not that you literally translate everything from your own life onto film, but I think you can use moments of pain in your life to depict that, if you need to show that in a film, or moments of happiness, moments of great love you felt, great sorrow. You can use those moments, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be exactly the same circumstance.
Abhishek here, slightly towards your left. Here. Abhishek, there is a steamy kiss that Katrina shares with Aditya, and given the kind of sanskari
Who said that? Who said that?
So there is nothing?
Nothing like that.
Given the kind of censor board that we have in place today, do you expect any troubles when it comes to getting the film certified?
No, I'm not expecting any kind of troubles. I've not done anything wrong. I'm making a movie. It's about love, and I'm not going to anticipate something that I don't perceive should exist. So keep the negativity away.
Also, there were reports that Ajay Devgan would be playing a cameo in the movie. Is it true? Is it not true? Anything that you would like to say?
I wouldn't comment on that either.
Katrina, I have a question for you. The film is releasing on Feb 12th. Feb 14th is Valentine's. What would your plans be this time around with Ranbir?
You'll be promoting with me, Katrina, on that day.
Feb 14th, I'll be gone
Alone?
from your life. It'll be Feb 12th. I'll be like, nice to know you. It was great knowing you. Bye bye.
This holiday she's definitely taking.
Feb 14th. I hope and I pray that we are all very happy in our own spaces and celebrating and have got a wonderful reaction for the film. That's what I hope I'm doing.
Mark my words, we're promoting on
Feb
the
12th को film लगेगी. Feb 14th को इनके घर के बाहर line लग जाएगी लड़कियों की, तो you should not have a problem at all.
No, that's a good idea.
This
So
question
that's
is
a wrap.
to all the members of the cast.
Katrina, hi. What's with the red hair?
Last question.
You have red hair. Tabu has red hair in the film.
So the connection between Tabuji and me having red hair is obviously it's meant. I think there's kind of is a subtle thought behind it that like mother, like daughter. So there is that trying to kind of become, in a way, she is becoming her mother. The reason why the color is red, or the reason why my hair is red in the film, I'm not sure if it was my idea or Gatu's idea. We'll have to ask.
Actually, it's film Kashmir is a backdrop, and Kashmir की एक बहुत खूबसूरत बात यह है कि वहाँ पे चिनार के पेड़ हैं, और एक साल में एक वक्त आता है जब सारे उसके पत्ते सारे लाल हो जाते हैं. And somewhere there's a metaphor with the chinar tree and the beautiful ladies in the movie.
Have you read the novel The Great Expectations? This to the members of the cast. And I'm Pallavi from Mabella.in. To the members of the cast, have you read the novel The Great Expectations? And which cinematic adaptation of the novel do you like the most?
I haven't watched it. I haven't read it, sorry. I haven't read it, no. So, because I wanted to just read the script and derive whatever I had to derive from whatever was there on the script. If I was going to read the book, then I might have been looking for things that weren't there in the script. So the script is like your Bible, and you just take from that, is the way that I kind of approached it.
Abhishek, we've seen in the recent past that Heather had Kashmir as one of its backdrops, and we're seeing some sort of element of Kashmir in Fitoor as well. Are you foreseeing any sort of, and Heather has had a lot of opposition and it won a lot of praise as well. So do you see that maybe in terms of opinions, maybe there that...
No, I don't see any similarity whatsoever in this movie and Heather. I mean, you know.
I'm saying in terms of backdrop of in a way, Kashmir in a way.
No, I mean, even Kabhi Kabhi is shot in Kashmir. So is there any similarity?
Conflict in Kashmir. Conflict in Kashmir.
No, there's absolutely zero similarity between Heather and Fitoor. Other than the fact that they both star the lovely Tabu. Yeah. But there's no other similarity. This is a movie about love and it's a love story. And it's about heartbreak. It's about, I mean, absolutely no similarities.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.